Good, good afternoon. Good afternoon, video makers, business owners, small business entrepreneurs, small business owners, entrepreneurs. I don't know what I'm saying hello to. Hello, whatever you are. I've lost my mind already. It is the afternoon. I've been doing these live streams in the morning usually. But of course, it's back to work day today. It's back to work. It's Monday, the 4th of January. And everything's sort of taken priority. Of course it has. I've had my team meeting this morning. I've onboarded a new member of staff. So we are fully alive and kicking. Pretty much giving you my business update, but I'll start with life anyway before we move into business. Firstly, before we get on, this is just me documenting everyday life and business, being open and transparent as I like to be, in the hope that it helps other people when they're struggling or whatever it is that I'll go through this year. We'll see where it goes. I will say that if you're watching on the replay, hashtag replay. If you're watching live, hashtag live. So we start with life. It's everyday life and business. So we start with life. I sort of committed to myself at the start of the month that I would put some effort into my health. Health was going to be the key word for this year. So I'm committed to doing that. And I've lost a couple of pounds already, probably water retention, having not drank alcohol now for 2 days. And I've started doing steps as well. I did 7,000 steps the last 2 days, which is just me getting back into it really. Like my target is 10,000. And yesterday I wasn't going to do on steps at all because it was Sunday. In the past when I was doing 10,000 steps, I would have Saturday and Sunday off. But I thought, no, I'm going to get it done. I needed to get out and have a walk. And I had a walk late last night. And then, of course, it has an effect on my sleep. I slept through loads last night, but I'll talk about that later. So, so yeah, I mean, in terms of life, that's how I feel. I'm really optimistic today. Maybe it's because it's the first day back at work. Maybe it's because I'm in focus and work mode. But I'm really looking forward to what's going to happen in the future and getting the steps in and doing the things that I said I'm going to do for myself has made me more optimistic about where I'm going with my health journey. And we're only 2 days in, right? In 2 weeks, we'll still see if I feel like that. Because I know, like anything, especially with New Year, New Me and all that, I know that most people will fall off the wagon in 2 weeks. And I'm committed to not doing that as well. When we did this before, we were doing it for 5 months, something like that. So I know that it's possible, but I'm still at the start of anything, making any changes to your habits and that kind of thing. I'm still full of that trepidation of like, what can get in the way to stop me now? And I'm prepared for that eventuality, should it happen. And I also say, like when it comes to live video, this is my, technically day 4 of my own 30-day challenge, which I'm doing in my group, which is called Grow Your Business with Video. If you want to get in that group, it's on day 4 of my challenge, and so this is a great way for me to keep on top of that as well. And it's like being part of my own challenge with my own group is motivation. Doing this for myself is my own motivation. Everyday life and business I plan on doing for the next year. So I've got plenty of reasons to continue, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to fill all of that reason. So when the excuses come in, I can kind of just say, no, actually, I'm committed now. I'm publicly committed out on my Facebook profile. I'm privately committed in my Facebook group to help those people that are doing that as well. And then I get messages like I got today, which said a friend of mine, a client as well, said, hey, Matt, I saw your live from Monday, from the 1st, and it inspired me to go live and do something on my own wall. And it's that kind of thing, whereas I know that will happen as we go through this. And that keeps me motivated as well. So it's really nice to receive those messages. So that's life. That's where we are with life. From a business perspective, so we're back at work in full work mode. And I feel like that's the case. I'm taking on a new member of staff today. We've had our team meeting, and I feel like I'm in full work mode, but we've not got a great deal of like, I feel like I should have done more already. Like if anyone's back at work and they feel like a little bit overwhelmed with like emails and all that kind of stuff. Like I feel like I should have done more already, although I've achieved quite a lot straight away. So that's where I'm at. But I'm trying to just park those kind of thoughts and feelings when it comes to work, and just focus on what do I have to get done this week? What's most important for me to get done this week? And my growth club is definitely my big priority for this week. And then getting back in a routine as well is what the other thing I've written here. Like, does anybody that's back at work, is any of you struggling, or is there any of you not struggling to get into routine, but are you, did you expect that you would just jump back into work mode? You know, like up until before Christmas, I was like powering through. We had loads of work to do. We were powering through to get all the things done so we could have the break. And then when it got to the first, I think maybe, again, I talked about this yesterday or the day before, like the kids not being back at school. I think that's sort of stops you having that little bit of routine, and it means that it still feels like the same as it did 3 days ago. I heard a really funny post. Somebody was talking about it the other day. They said, hey, why is it we think that this one rotation around the Earth on the December 31st to the 1st is such a big difference? And of course, it's because people have time to reflect and think about what they're going to do, right? And but you still got to be motivated. Still got to be self-motivated. And I think that's the thing that people struggle with a lot. I'm going to come to the comments now because I'm kind of finished with what I had to say there. Good afternoon, maker of video. Thanks, David. David says, when we're free to mingle before you want to come cycling with me, buddy? Well, never, because we're in lockdown, David. Did you not get the memo? Not until the government allows us out. I'm feeling the same, like more could have completed. However, planning is key. Yeah, well, you know, like, and I get that as well. Like, planning is key. The problem with planning, what I find is a lot of people spend way too much time planning and not enough time implementing. So I try to plan, but also be realistic, like not plan too far. Like I've got a bigger goal, but I try to just put it into smaller chunks of like, this is what I'm going to do for the next week, or this is what I'm going to do today. This is what I've set out to achieve today. And I find that works better. And actually, when I do that on a weekly basis, I have a pad, which is, I think I've left it downstairs now, but I have a pad where I write down my weekly tasks. I say that. I did that before Christmas, and I started putting it in a Asana. So the pad, because what I was doing every week was going and crossing all the things off I'd done that week, and then writing a new list. But I'm an electronic guy, so I was like, this is wasting my time. I'm going to put it all in Asana. The only thing that happens in Asana when you put your tasks in there is that you don't feel that achievement when you cross out a task. You know, you press a tick button in a project management system like Asana or Trello or whatever. You just don't get the same feeling of like, yay, I've done it. Whereas when you cross it out on a piece of paper, I still find that has a bit of a underlying good feeling about it. David also says, yes, holiday mode is still lingering. Got to the first, and being Friday and weekend, wrote it off. Started getting on it today. Actually, David, it's great. It's a great point. That's the reason why I started walking on Saturday, because I didn't want to wait till Monday. I was kind of, I didn't want to be like, just write it up or wait till Monday. I wanted to get on it straight away and try and make some progress before I got to Monday, so that when I got to Monday and I was really ready, I could say that I've achieved something already. I guess it's just a personal thing, right? Like I wanted to start with a great achievement. And I do feel like that, you know, the not drinking alcohol, the drinking water, like the losing the water retention in my body and seeing a couple of pounds off the scales, it gives me motivation straight away at the start. And I think I needed that on the 4th today. So that's it really. We've got a few more comments, so we'll go to those. Helen, hello Helen, thanks for joining me. Sat at my work desk for the first time after 2 weeks. I use less annoying CRM but still write my lists. Less annoying. I was thinking like, which one's less annoying? And it's actually called less annoying CRM, right? I think that's the name of it. but I still write my lists. Yeah, I wonder if maybe I should just keep writing them daily. If I enjoyed the ticking them off, I should go into a sauna and then just set myself a reminder to like go in every evening and tick them off there as well. I love the feeling of crossing off the list. Lol. Me too, Pam. Good. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one then. I'm glad I'm not the only one. We have I have a weekly schedule, which I've found really nice. It's just like a 1 A4 piece, and it says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to Sunday, but I tend to just ignore the days. I just write the whole list, and then I was just marking them off on there. So yeah, I think you might have inspired me to continue to do that, even though they're in Asana as well. All right, I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I appreciate your time and attention, guys. This is me purely documenting my own life. You have no reason to be here, but I appreciate you being here all the same. And have a wonderful, wonderful start to the year. I hope that 2021 really brings you everything you hope for. And just don't wait. No one's coming to save you. I'm going to make sure 2021 is the best year ever. And I did also listen on Clubhouse yesterday. Someone said, I hate it when people are saying 2020 was really a shit year. And like, thanks to see the back of it. And I think I'm the same. Like, I think it taught us so much. Why would we want to see the back of it? Like there was a lot of crap that happened, but it taught us so much, right? And it showed us how resilient we are. So I would like to say thank you for 2020 for doing that. But I'm looking forward to this year as well. All right, Happy New Year. Lovely to connect. And Yvette says, thanks for doing these videos. Really encouraged me to do my lives. Great. Wicked. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.